What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Yarn Dungeon and happy World Goth Day. I made a crochet plushie just for the occasion. It is inspired by this adorable little sticker that I have that says Goth Juice on it. And so I kind of just was messing around with it the past couple of days. Alanis has been loving it, so I think there's like little bits of her fur all over it because she's been using it as a pillow. She's like, I love it so much. Thank you so much. Obviously, it's gonna be hers. The straw was for something totally different, but I feel like it just goes together. Haunted hydration. Let me know what you're working on today to celebrate. Oh, and I also have my Wednesday inspired tumbler to drink out of. I have a little hibiscus and black tea. Been playing around with some tea recipes, and this one I just really like because it's like a fun dark red color and it's tasty. Definitely start checking around at some of your favorite places. There are so many sales going on right now. I've gone to Bones Coffee, Killstar, Creepsville, all of the places to check out everything. Fright Rags, they all have discounts going on to celebrate World Goth Day. Discount for coffee, yeah, perfect for the day. I think I need to make more of these too. What do we think? It kind of gives me Terrifier vibes. It really wasn't what I was going for. This is the Honey Bunny Shine, so there's like a little bit of shiny metallic in it, and I hadn't really used it for anything that showcased it yet. So obviously this one, there's a ton of it, and I was like, okay, let's just try it out just to see how much of it actually came out as sparkly shiny. And I feel like it's the perfect amount. It's not super intense in your face type of glitter. It's just a little bit of shimmer. So exactly like the name says. I also have some new hooks to unbox today from Furls. This is one of those bittersweet type of unboxings though, because this is unfortunately a discontinued line. This line of the cookies and cream is near and dear to me because it's one of the first ever crochet hooks that I tried from Furls. If you've never tried Furls crochet hooks and you're wanting to, these are the deals that you need to look out for, because when they do a discount for their discontinued line, they go hard. For this line, it was buy one hook, get one for $1, or buy 2 hooks and get 3 free. So essentially, you can buy 4 hooks, get 6 hooks free, and then you have the entire line. It's one of my favorites. It really is. And I know that I say that about pretty much every Frills colorway that comes out. I wasn't even really expecting them to get here this soon, because when they do have these huge sales happening, it takes a while for them to ship out. But this sale happened, I think it was last Friday. No, the Friday before last. The reason that I ended up knowing about it is through the newsletter. Bright and early in the morning, I think it was like 9:30, and then I realized that they had a live, so I just headed over to the YouTube channel too, and by the time the live started, the sale was going on, and they were chit-chatting about it. They're like, yes, this is happening right now. It's really fun to get into both of those, because during their lives, they talk about so many like little bits of gems. Basically, things that are coming up. Okay, I love this one. This is a 10mm. I might have to find something to use this for right away. I really love this swirl. The bottom is almost completely white, and there's just a little bit of cookie swirl up here. They talk about all the new things that are coming out, sales that they're gonna be having, events, crochet alongs, all that type of stuff. The best place to figure all of that out ahead of time, even before the newsletter, it's their lives. They always chit chat about so many different things coming up. Like before it's even on their launch and restock page, they'll be chatting about this stuff. So I love that. They also did some giveaways, which they do constantly. So if you want a chance to win a Furls hook, make sure you go to their lives. It was kind of bittersweet that these were being discontinued, but I'm always excited for new drops that they have, to see the new colorways. They just dropped some new yarn bowls, and these ones look fantastic. They are much bigger than some of the other yarn bowls that they've had. They're just taller and deeper. They also have like a slant, and then they have 3 different holes, so you can choose how you pull the yarn out, which I really love that. I just like options and variety when it comes to a yarn bowl, because most of the time when I use mine, oh, this one's really cool too. What are you, 6.5? I will just end up pulling it from the top, even if it has a place for the yarn to go through, I normally don't even end up pulling it through that. I'm curious to see when that one comes if I end up actually using it. This one is freaking cool too. And it probably is a little bit nostalgia for me because this is, again, one of the very first Furls crochet hooks that I got, so it brings back fond memories. I'm just very excited that I have the total line now. Yeah, like look at that. Between this 6.5 and this is a 9, like those are crazy different. Another thing that I could do is just all day stare at my Frills crochet hooks. Like they are practical and I got them for a reason, which is to be able to crochet as long as possible and not have pain, but they're just gorgeous. Every single one of these are a piece of art. Did I go past the 5.5 already? I haven't even really been paying attention to the numbers. 6.5, no, this is a 5, this is a 5.5. Okay, so these two are the ones, especially during the summertime, that I use quite often. Almost exclusively, regardless if it's wearables or plushies, because for this plushie, I did use a, was it 5.5? Yeah, a 5.5 I used for this plushie, so it'd be this one. Because I am gonna go ahead and make another one of these today. Like, why not? I have time, and we're celebrating, so yeah, why not? All right, how many more do I have? 2 more for the entire line, and there was 10 in this line. Since it was the original ones, it goes from 4 millimeters all the way up to a 10 millimeter. I'll pull it up here on their site to see if there's any left. I would be shook if there was even a single size left. Because like I said, this was last Friday. So the sale has been happening for a while. And once the sale starts, like they move quick. 4 millimeter. Ooh, I like this one too. Not a little swirl in this one, very subtle. So these will definitely be out. I still can't put my Borealis ones away though. So I'm gonna have to figure out, oh, you know what? I actually have another stand. Oh, it's being used. Never mind. I thought I had my red stand that wasn't using anything. No, it's totally full, but I actually might take these out and put the other ones in. Another thing that's kind of fun is to look back at the packaging and kind of how that's evolved, because this is where we're at now. Streamline, swirls. No, it doesn't even say swirls. It just says streamline on this side, Furls over here, and we have a little hashtag. If you put these boxes together, it makes a really pretty design. Like it'll just keep on going and going and going and going. You can make little pictures with it. The one that I got my original hook in looked like this, and it had a picture of the hook on the outside. This didn't necessarily go with like what was in there, so it was just kind of happy accident that I had the cookies swirl hook in here. So I had this on this side, the cherry hook on this side, and the coffee one, which sad face, that one is also discontinued. Different packaging, how they've changed it. Honestly, I like both of them. I probably do like this better compared to the pictures of it. I like the direction that they're going in. There was nothing more to be said about that. I just happened to find that because this holds the Furls hooks that I'm not using at this moment. Like if it's not out here or I'm not using it in a project, this has all of the hooks. And then we have like this one. This hook stand is actually meant for Odyssey lines. So this original Streamline swirls only had 10. So I'm gonna have like 2 extra spots here. I think for now, like, I don't know, I like it. So I think I might just go ahead and leave them out, like right there. What do we think? I'll find another spot for my Odyssey hooks, and this one in particular I use all the time, so it's constantly out for every single project. Like it's just random sizes. Especially if I'm working with fingering weight, I'm gonna grab my Odyssey hook. It has a lot of extra weight to it. No matter what, I'll have some sort of Odyssey hook out, so I need to find a different spot for them. Should I even like pull this up? Do we think that they're gonna have any left? Cookies, streamline, swirl, pull it up. Okay, they do have some. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. They have a 9 millimeter, a 10 millimeter, and a 4.5 millimeter, which that's pretty good sizing. So if you like working with big chunky yarn, making big plushies or blankets, I use my 9 and 10 millimeter for blankets all the time, like constantly. 4.5, that would work if you like to do plushies. I mean, this one that I made is 5.5, but I definitely have some plushie yarn that I would go down to 4.5, or my cotton yarn to make really, really small, tiny plushies. Let's see what that looks like, actually. I know that we just looked at them, but I never get tired of looking at them, and I want to see it again. Okay, this is the 4.5, so this one is still left. It doesn't even really matter that I'm showing you what it looks like because every single one is totally different. Even within the sizing, every single hook is totally different. The swirl is different. The base color is going to be a little bit different. Okay, and then we have the 10 and the 9 left, which the 9 is the one that I got that was really cool. That was like almost graphite. So that's the 9. And the 10 had just a slight bit of black marbling and almost totally white on the handle. So those 3 are left if you're interested in it. Or you could stock up. Since there are 3 left, you could buy 2, 9 and 10, and then get 9, 10, and 4.5 free and gift. You know, if you have someone in your life, you're like, I feel like they would really, really love this, or they would benefit from this. If they're having a little bit of difficulty crocheting, maybe they're getting really like sore from the repetitive motion, which first and foremost, stretching is so, so very important. So if you're not doing that as you're crocheting and you're sitting for hours on end, like hours, or even like 30 minutes, if you're sitting for 30 minutes and you're not getting up, moving around, doing some stretches, like start doing that. Please start doing that. Have them saved for maybe someone's birthday, or even just a little, hey, like thinking of you. There's a little background about these hooks too. It says Cookies joined the Furls family in 2019. So they had a pretty good run. And this picture right here, Cookies, coffee, crochet. I don't feel like I need to say anything more. The dimensions, in case you have never used one of these, 7 inches in length, and it says it weighs approximately 0.5 ounces, 17 millimeters at its widest point. So right here where it's stamped, let's spin that around, where the millimeter is stamped, that's where it's going to be the widest. It has that classic Furls ergonomic handle, which helps promote healthy hands while you're crocheting. And then if you keep scrolling, you're going to find all the goodies that they already have out. A lot of them are hooks, and then there's also some accessories, but Virgo, that line right there, love it. The variety in that line is incredible. The Andromeda, every time it starts to be spring and summer, I pull out my Andromeda because they are so beautiful in the sunlight. Go on to Furls' Instagram. They do a really good job of taking pictures of the Andromeda, and they do a lot of them because I think for that exact reason. It's just so beautiful in the summertime. None of these pictures are gonna really do them justice, but if you like to crochet by some sort of body of water in the summertime, you might want to take this one with you. Like that blue, the way it reflects as the sun hits it is so gorgeous. Another one that I didn't think I was gonna love as much as I do, they have the entire line there too. Oh, they have a 12 and a 15 too. So this one, they've been adding on to it. So it goes from 4 millimeters all the way up to a 15 now. They've just been adding with every single line. They've been doing a little bit here and there. The Virgo, I got really excited. I was like, do we have it with the Virgo yet? No, not yet. They'll get there eventually. The Polaris, which I like to call the Killer Clown line, does have a 12 and a 15. These ones are fantastic. I actually have them out, as well as my tinsel hooks, which still have not been put away since Xmas season. But this one has a little bit of gold shimmer in it. Just reminds me of cotton candy though. Let's look at their yarn bowls too, just so I can show you that. The Dharma Teak yarn bowl. Okay, shop now. There are 3 different sizes. The one that I'm most excited about is the largest one. So this one we've seen before in the Odyssey style. We've seen the smaller bowls and also the medium. We've seen a couple of them, but the big bowl, I really want to try this. The way that the angle is cut in there and the fact that it's not so sharp, like the turn, because sometimes in yarn bowls, it'll get caught on that sharp, you know what I'm talking about, or if there's a spiral, sometimes my yarn will get caught on that, which is why I find myself not really using it. And I love that there are 3 different spots and 3 different sizing of holes to pull the yarn through. An 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and 12 millimeter hole. So they are actually different sizing. It was kind of hard to see at first on there, but yeah, different sizing, different type of yarn. I do like the boxes that these are coming in too. The box for this thing, I liked that. So this is one that holds the hooks, so you just like put this on your table, or for me, I normally like set it on the ground. I like to, like, I have my little poof right here and just chill, watch a movie. And so I have everything on the floor, but obviously I don't want to put my crochet hooks on the floor. I can hold about 3 of them in there. Has a nice little lip so it doesn't roll anywhere. But anyways, the box that this came in, I was kind of wondering, because I was like, I wonder if that's a style that they're going towards, because it's very similar to the hook boxes. That is totally side note. I don't have that yarn bowl yet, but whenever I get that, especially to see if I actually use the place for the yarn to come out, or if I'm just gonna end up pulling it from the top again. Who knows, but I'm interested in seeing that. And then this one I think is still here. I don't know, I got this one a while ago too, but I love it, especially since I'm working on tile flooring. I mean, I have rugs and stuff. Having a resin hook and tile flooring is just kind of playing with fire. It really is. You know, we like to crochet dangerously here, I guess. Basically, these hooks are my babies, so I like to take care of them as much as possible, and this thing has been really, really handy. All right, so I am gonna get to work on another plushie. What do we think? What color should I do next? I do have a shimmer green. That would be kind of cool with my 5.5 cookie streamline hook, because I want to try this one out. Even though I know and love this line, I just like to test them out when I get them. These two together, kind of love the combo. I feel like I need to watch Terrifier now too. Like, this is just a perfect setup for the night. And I do have some Terrifier tea, which is tea inspired by the movie Terrifier. I think start to finish, this took me 35, maybe 45 minutes. I had to end up like sewing this together. So this whole thing is one piece. I had to sew these down and then obviously sew the straw into it. But that's not too bad for a plushie, 45 minutes. I can definitely watch the movie and still have some time afterwards to, I don't know, work on a third one. Because for whatever reason, if I make a second one, now I feel like I need another one, like 3. I just like that number. All right, ghouls, so thanks for hanging out with me today for World Goth Day. I hope you have a fantastically killer one, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers!